Hi everyone. So before getting into this video, and if you are watching this video from your mobile phone, please do click on the subscriber icon so that you can watch all my 200 videos for free, and also you'll get the full access to my channel. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to make a Annarkali top with your old sari. So you can make a skirt with this, you can make a salwar kameez with this, and also you can make Annarkali dress also with this. At the end of this video you can watch a celebrities wearing a kameez made with the sari, and so if you watch that you might have some ideas so that you can work on with your saris also. So to begin with this video, I just took a chanderi cotton sari. It just looks really pretty. It is a brand new sari I bought, and this is going to be the lining for this. I just bought a 3.5 meter of a plain cotton fabric lining for this. So before cutting directly into the sari, you have to make the pattern in the lining fabric. So I'm just folding the lining in half. So if you're making the Annarkali dress, the length of the dress should be 50 inches from the shoulder. Today I'm going to use my old dress to mark the measurements. So take your measurement dress and lay it flat like this. Fold it like this. Make sure you hold the chark. And you're going to level up this way. Make sure that the folded side of the fabric matches the folded side of your lining like this. Okay. So I'm going to start with marking the shoulders. So this is going to be a collar neck, so the shoulder is too wide. So I'm going to reduce the shoulder a little bit like this. So when I go to armhole, make sure you just place the fabric firm like this and draw two lines for armhole. Go along with the fabric and mark the curve of the dress, and here comes the chark point. Just mark that, and these are the important markings of the dress. So now for this. So if you want to learn in depth how to mark these, just check with the description box. I have just uploaded a link. In that link I have showed you how to take the exact measurement and to mark your kameez. Okay, so the neckline depth is absolutely depends upon you. So from the top I'm going to mark 3 inches, and from here mark like this. This will be my back neckline. So when you're making an Annarkali, from the chark you don't give a straight cut. So normally you used to give a straight cut, but when you're making Annarkali, make sure you just go according to the wide of the fabric. So just give a 2 inch of seam allowance to the side for sewing, and from here I'm going to go down. So I cut from the top. Now keeping this as a base, I'm going to cut on the sari. So the design that I'm going to do is I'm going to give the border piece till the bodice like this for a 13 to 14 inch from the top. You take a pattu saris and all, you have a very grand pallu. So this pallu has a tiny line of golden color thread work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part and I'm going to attach till 13 inches at the bodice. So now take a lining fabric. So from the shoulder line I'm just marked 13 inches and I'm going to cut this out. So take your pallu, fold it like this, and I'm going to place it on top. Like this. So this is going to be the bodice fabric. So now I have opened the fabric and I have placed a flat like this. So I'm just taking my lining fabric. So I'm going to place the lining fabric on the folded edge of the saree like this. So now look at this. So this is going to be the folded edge of the saree, and I have placed the fabric over here like this. So from the top you're going to mark, and you're going to leave a 1/4 inch of seam allowance for that. Okay, so these hip lines should be same as like the lining fabric. Okay, so when you're getting into the chart, you're going to make a flare to the dress. When you get into the exact chart point, you're going to draw a flare to the dress like this. So going to have a nice big flare. So now I'm going to even this out like this. This is how it should be. So when you come to the border, you can't even add a straight border like this. You're going to chop this out and you're going to make some alignment to this, and then only you're going to attach this to your dress. Okay, so when you're cutting the border, make sure you leave a margin amount of fabric at the top for folding. Okay, and then you're going to cut this out. So if you're making a straight kameez, you can directly attach this border, but when you're making an anarkali dress, for sure you can't attach the border as like this. So for that, we are going to make the border in the right way so that you can easily attach that to your dress. So just leaving a margin amount of fabric, I'm just cutting this out. Next video, I'll be showing you a nice brocade skirt for the kids. So at the end of the video, you can see the celebrities are wearing a brocade box pleated skirt. I think hope I'll be making that for my daughter. In that case, I'll be using this entire border to make a very pretty skirt. If you want me to make that, first go ahead and click on the subscriber button below, and also don't forget to like this video. So now take the previous pattern and place it like this. So this is going to be for your back side. So now I'm cutting the back side bodice piece. So I'm not going to leave the bodice as like this simple. Perhaps I'm going to just attach this piece in between the border like this. So at the center I'll be attaching this so that it's going to give a nice and pretty look. So let me show you the stitching of this. So to make a border for this one, all you have to do is take your border piece like this. So open the lining fabric like this and place your border piece on top of this. So make sure you mark the exact line and you cut this out. So here I'm just lining the fabric, so just cut this out like this. So now I'm going to start by preparing the back neckline of the dress. So to make the back neckline, I'm going to just sew it and I'm going to turn this out. Make sure you place the lining fabric on the free side like this. Back neckline, I'm just sewing on top of the lining and I'm turning that in. Make sure you just use some notches to the neckline. And turn this in like this. To make the back neckline, if you're working with a lining, this is more than enough. So you don't want to give any imperfection for the back neckline. So to make the front body, first I'm going to attach the border on top of this. So I'm trying to attach the border at the exact center of this. To the next side, I'm just going to fold this out. Sew this together. So I'm trying to attach this as center as possible. So take your pretty side of the fabric and you're going to place the lining fabric on top of this. Okay. Make sure you match the exact shape of your bodice. Now I'm going to sew at the exact margin of this neckline. Just draw a line so that we can see where I'm going to sew, because I'm using the same color thread, so it's really you're going to have a tough time to see the stitch line. So don't be in a hurry. Little by little, you're going to feed the fabric in. Now I'm going to get into the weave. Turn the fabric. now I finished sewing on top of this, so let me cut this out. So you're going to cut a little bit deep into the V so that it's going to have a nice and neat shape. And also I'm going to snip the corners of this. Make sure you take out the pointy tip. So now we're going to turn that in nice and neat. So when you're getting into the corner, make sure you get a nice neat pointy tip. That's going to make the neckline looks really pretty. So now I'm going to put a top stitch to my neckline. Okay, the neckline came out really beautiful. Totally like this. Put the needle in, turn the fabric, and then we'll sew it again. So now the neckline is ready. It just came out really beautiful. Just looks really nice. So now take your skirt piece and I'm going to attach the lining to this. Okay. So open the lining and place it like this, and open your skirt and place it like this. So I'm just sewing at the top side, that is the waist part of the skirt. So you do the same to another skirt. So now I'm going to join the skirt piece with the bodice. So fold the skirt like this and take the center point of the skirt and you're going to center notch the skirt. Same like that, take your bodice, fold the bodice in half. Fold the bodice in half and you're going to center notch that also. What I did here is I just given extra fabric on the main piece, not on the lining. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this in and I'm going to sew that together. Okay. So make sure you take a long stitch. So I'm just strapping the raw edge of the lining inside and I'm just putting a stitch on top of this. So now this is going to be the center point of the dress. Okay. So now take your center point of the skirt and I'm going to just match the center points and I'm going to join these both together. if you want, you can always conceal this joint by attaching lace on top of this. Just going to attach this on top. So this is going to act as a nice pause between the bodice and the waist area. So now I'm going to fold the extra fabric in and sew that. So two ways you can attach the borders to your skirt. So this is going to be the next method. So center knot the skirt, center notch the borders, and make sure both the pretty sides matches together. Match the notches together like this and pin that in place. Okay, and you're going to sew it on the exact margin of the dress. Okay. So you're going to give a 1/4 inch of seam allowance and you're going to sew that together. So this is going to be an alternate method of attaching the borders with the skirt fabric. So now I'm sewing my back side of the dress. Now you can see. So next step is I'm going to prepare the border for the dress. See, I have already joined the pieces of border together to make into a long piece which goes exact same size of the dress. And also I did for the lining also. Show both the pretty side of the lining and the border faces like this. And this is going to be the key point of attaching the border and lining. You need a 1/4 inch of extra fabric outside the border so that this fabric is going to be attached to your kameez. Okay. Now you're going to join the border and the lining together like this. If you're directly going and attaching the border to your kameez, for sure it's going to look really odd. And I show you how to attach this to your kameez. Now I'm going to join the shoulder. So place the back piece flat like this and place the front piece on top of this and join the shoulders together. Now I have finished attaching the shoulders and sleeves together. So now I'm going to finish off the dress by putting the side stitch. Okay. So join the sleeves like this. The sleeves, place it on top like this. When you get into the armhole, make sure you measure the full armhole from the shoulder. So you're going to match both the lining and the main fabric together, and you're going to sew. You get into the slit point. So this is going to be my slit point. So now all you have to do is take your main fabric and you're going to tuck that in, and take your lining and match the lining like this, and you're going to come away from that. So now I'm sewing only the lining. So if you sew the main fabric with the lining, for sure you will get lots of disturbance while walking, and the flow of the dress won't be that much pretty. So you're going to join the lining and the main fabric separately. So here my lining has stopped. So now, starting from that point, I'm going to sew my main fabric together. So I'm going to do the same to the next side of the fabric. So now I'll show you how to attach the border piece to this. This is going to be the wrong side of the kameez, and this is going to be the border piece. So this is the border and the lining. So I'm just opening it like this, and make sure that the pretty side of the lining is going to match the border like this. Okay, and I'm going to sew this. Attach the fabric like this. I just placed the fabric and I have attached like this. So now I'm just opening the fabric. So when I open, I just see my pretty side of my kameez. So all you have to do is lay it flat like this, and you're going to fold in just like this, concealing the stitch line. So just like that, I'm going to sew the entire dress. Do not pull the fabric, ease with the fabric, and make sure you conceal the stitch line inside. And you're going to sew that together. Be the end result of the dress, and you have to see the neckline. It came out really well. You can see how beautiful it is. So I totally love this dress. So you can see the bottom of the dress, and the border came out really well. So it's well attached. So this is going to be the wrong side of the border. So it has this much of a really big flare. You can see that from here to here, this much of big flare it has. So at the end of this video, as I told before, I have added some pics to this video so that you will get a clear idea of a different style of making your old sari look even better for your children's and also for you. So this is a one kind you can make. This is going to be a full flare ankle length Annarkali dress, It's going to be a 2-piece, so if you want a 3-piece, just check out the description box below. And if you like this video, and if you want me to make how to make a box pleated skirt from the sari, please do subscribe my channel just by hitting on the subscriber button below, and also hit on the thumbs up button. See you next time with a different kind of style. Take care. Bye bye.